Now at 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning, an international investigation is underway this morning after an Egyptian airliner suddenly disappeared from radar. We'll have the latest on the search for wreckage and passengers and the latest info just ahead.
It's a controversial issue sweeping the nation. Now Letcher County officials are considering their own law regarding transgender bathrooms.
And it's a victory for Governor Matt Bevin as a Franklin County judge rules he can make cuts to the budgets of public colleges and universities right now.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good Thursday morning to everyone out there. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Michelle Chamberlain.
I'm Bill Bryant. Here it is, May 19th. We're delighted you're with us. A lot going on in the news this morning, including we'll get you the very latest on this airliner that has disappeared apparently in the Mediterranean Sea. And locally, we have a lot of fog out there this morning to start what should be a nice day.
Yes, we've been talking about this day for weeks now, or a week rather, we should say. Right, Micah?
Yeah, we get days like this every now and then the past month. But yeah, we've been focused on this day for about a week now. And finally, we're getting that sunshine. Finally, those skies are getting cleaned up a little bit. We're at 48 degrees right now in Lexington, 46. Pair of those from Mount Sterling to Moorhead, and then Danville coming in, the cold spot along with Somerset. In Pulaski County, 43 degrees, 73 by the afternoon. It looks really good. It feels really good. It's one of those days to be out at the park, walk around the neighborhood. It's perfect for that. But enjoy it while it lasts, because here comes some more rain for your Friday. How long does that last? Does it go off into your weekend? I'm going to show you that and your forecast in about 10 minutes.
And we'll see you then. Thank you.
We are following a developing international story this morning.
Egyptian aviation officials say an Egypt Air flight vanished from radar just 10 minutes after entering Egyptian airspace. The plane has not been located, but aviation officials are now saying they believe the flight indeed has crashed. WKYT's Mark Barber is in our studio this morning. He has been following it all and has the latest developments on the investigation. Mark?
Good morning, Bill. Our team is closely watching a number of Egyptian and European news agencies as updates continue to come in by the minute. Aviation officials are saying that this plane likely crashed into the Mediterranean Sea. Now, there are several unconfirmed reports that this plane went down about 130 miles off the Greek island of Carpathos. Now, Egypt air officials say they still do not know why this flight disappeared. Here's what we do know so far. Special teams with the Egyptian Armed Forces are searching the area where Egypt Air Flight 804 went missing. The plane took off from Paris last night, and it was supposed to land in Cairo 7 hours ago. This flight vanished over the Mediterranean when it was just 40 minutes away from landing in Cairo. Aviation officials say they heard from the pilot 10 minutes before the plane disappeared, but they never received a distress call. There are 66 people on board that flight, including 1 child and 2 infants. We have learned that there are not any Americans on the plane. Egypt's Prime Minister and the Minister of Civil Aviation are both at the crisis center in Cairo's airport this morning. They're expected to provide an update to the search for the missing plane in 2 hours. Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, we'll stay right up to the minute on that story, and we thank you, Mark. And new this morning here in Kentucky, Letcher County officials are now discussing the possibility of banning transgender people from using restrooms that don't match their gender at birth.
Yeah, this comes after the Obama administration sent letters to schools nationwide last week telling them to let transgender students use bathrooms that match their gender identity. WKYT's Caitlin Sinner is at our live desk this morning and has more on this issue. Caitlin?
Good morning, Michelle. The new federal regulation isn't sitting well with some in Letcher County. Leaders want people to use a restroom that matches the gender on their birth certificate and not their gender identity. Letcher County isn't the only county to speak out after federal guidance opened the door to transgendered people using public restrooms that match their gender identity. The U.S. Department of Justice sued the state of North Carolina for passing a law restricting transgender bathroom access. Members of the Letcher County Fiscal Court want to know if they could pass a law exempting them from potential federal laws surrounding bathroom access. The board voted to have the county attorney do some research and see what can be done.
I think they could be killings. I know I wouldn't like it if I seen them coming in with my granddaughters into a restroom or to a shower or for a rec center. If they come in something like that, I think it could be. I think it could lead into killings. I don't think people are going to stand by and let it happen.
If the fiscal court passes a bathroom law, it would affect every county-owned building. Not all in Letcher County have taken a stance against the new federal guidance. We'll hear from those who are more than open to it coming up in our next half hour. At the live desk, Caitlin Setner, WKYT.
Caitlin, thank you. A Clark County man charged for a deadly Winchester apartment fire that killed 3 people will be arraigned today. A grand jury has indicted Jackie Heisel Jr. on 3 counts of second-degree manslaughter. After that fire in March, Heisel told us that he had been drinking and smoking in his apartment when his oxygen tank caught fire. Police say he had been warned about smoking around the tank before. Members of our team will be present at today's arraignment, and you'll be able to find updates on our newscasts and at our website, WKYT.com.
An Owsley County woman accused of a double murder will return to court today. A preliminary hearing will be held this morning for Lynette McQuinn. Investigators say McQuinn is accused of shooting and killing her parents, John and Ada McQuinn, in their home near Boonville. McQuinn pled not guilty to the murders during her arraignment last week. The WKYT news team will also be in the courtroom for McQuinn's hearing, and will keep you updated throughout the morning right here on WKYT.com and WKYT. The case in Central Kentucky's teen's murder is moving forward. According to the Harrodsburg Herald, a judge has sent the cases against 18-year-old Megan Sims and 18-year-old Zachary Lay to a grand jury. Police charge both with evidence tampering. Police say the victim, 17-year-old Tristan Cole, was found shot to death in a Mercer County field last month. They've charged a juvenile with murder and robbery in the case.
A Franklin County judge has ruled in favor of Governor Matt Bevin as he tries to cut the budgets of public colleges and universities. The judge said the governor can make cuts despite whether or not the state legislature approves of it. The judge also said that 2 state laws allow the governor to reduce allotments for universities. Attorney General Andy Beshear sued the governor over the cuts. He says now he will appeal the judge's ruling and seek to have the state Supreme Court weigh in. The judge did order that $18 million in disputed money cannot be touched until all appeals have been resolved.
The Kentucky Community and Technical College System has announced layoffs to make up for a financial shortfall. KCTCS President Jay Box called the decision gut-wrenching, but said with declining enrollment, a loss in tuition revenue, and years of cuts in state money left the system with no choice. The plan is to cut 500 positions. Around 200 of those are faculty, and around 300 are staff. Leaders say many of those positions are currently vacant or left empty by retirement.
It's been nearly a month since the music world lost an icon, but ever since the news broke of pop superstar Prince's death, his fans have continued to celebrate his life through his music. And that was certainly the case at the Manchester Music Hall in downtown Lexington last night. Dozens of artists from across Lexington performed a special Prince tribute concert. Lasting nearly 2 hours, more than 400 people attended the concert. Dressed in all purple, many who we spoke to say it was a chance to celebrate one of the greatest musicians of all time.
He touched lives everywhere. My first concert was Prince at the Rupp Arena, and I'm here to party like it's 1999.
Getting into it still, 22 local artists performed at last night's concert, all playing for free of charge. Sounded like some great music coming from that venue last night.
Yeah,
huh?
memorable music.
Yeah,
You'll never forget his music, right?
Sure. 8 minutes after 5 is our time, bright and early on your Thursday. WKYT This Morning is just getting started.
A diehard hockey fan battling cancer got a big surprise thanks to one of her favorite players. How she had a night she'll never forget. Coming up on WKYT This Morning.
I always love stories like that with professional athletes showing up and doing some good. We're looking outside early this morning. They're in the 40s. It is chilly this morning, a little patchy fog, but by the afternoon, it's awesome weather. Tomorrow, not so awesome. I'll show you that in your forecast coming up.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
We have one issue early this morning. It's going to be a little fog, and it's patchy fog out and about, especially south of I-64. That's where we're seeing the best opportunity of picking up some of that patchy low-level clouds, and that's what we're going to be seeing as you travel down 27, 127, also 68 corridor. Those are the areas back down toward the south and southwest. As you travel through Danville, 150. It's not all that bad right now in Boyle County, but looks like it's developing in that region. Also 460, head through Menifee County, Montgomery County, Morgan. off toward Johnson. Those are areas that look pretty foggy at this moment. Moorhead down 64 coming in at 0 miles out at the airport. That goes from Mount Sterling, Camargo, Hope Hill area, and also sitting there in Jeffersonville. Kentucky cams, I'm really not picking it up that much. I kind of zoomed in down toward our parking lot because you really can't see much at night around here, but nonetheless, there's a little here and there. Frankfurt, not all that bad. London, not seeing that too bad, but you can at least see some developing with temperatures in the 40s. Maybe a light coat will be needed early this morning. Get rid of it by the afternoon, though. 73 degrees. You gotta love it. I mean, it will actually dry some things out. This is the day that you do some of those lawns. Knock that out because Friday does not look good. We jump off into Friday after a boring day today. Friday with Broadway days there in Harrodsburg. I mean, you have several events going on here on Friday. Apple Blossom Festival kicking off there in Pike County. And here comes some rain sliding into the forecast, right? Just doesn't look that good. Now, morning hours don't look all that bad. But you get into the afternoon, this is not a pop-up type of situation. It's a big mass of rain that's going to be traveling on in here during the afternoon and evening. There's noontime. Not much going on, but look afternoon time. Here comes the rain sliding through the region, especially the farther east and southeast you are. The farther east and southeast you are, I want to show you this. Look at what Lexington, now this is a particular model, but look at what Lexington's coming in at, 0.02, that's not that much. I would say lean more toward 0.25 to about half an inch, but nonetheless, I mean, we're going to be seeing over toward the east and southeast. That's where we're going to be seeing the best opportunity of picking up 1 to 2 inches of rain. Okay, so some pretty heavy rain headed our way. And did you know this, speaking of rain, 14 out of the 18 days so far in May have seen rain. 14 out of the 18 days. Let that one sink in, right? Your 7-day forecast. Today looks great. Tomorrow, not so much, especially that second half of your day. And look, a lot of rain moves on in here. Remember, very, very soggy east and southeast. Everybody else is just kind of spotty. Saturday, it's mainly morning hours, afternoon. Still a small chance of rain during the afternoon, but the bulk of it comes during the morning hours on Saturday. And then Sunday, 75, 80 on Monday, 82 on Tuesday. We're actually going to get some pretty dry days in store next week, but that's next week. We got to go through this soggy situation the next 48 hours.
And only a meteorologist calls today boring.
Yeah,
right?
You know, boring weather's good weather to me, man. I'm cool with it.
Well, we understand. In other words, nothing going on, which means sunshine, and we're going to enjoy
that. It's a good thing for us, right?
5:15 the time this morning. A diehard fan of the Detroit Red Wings hockey team got a big surprise during her prom.
Yeah, this is a great story. 22-year-old Morgan Bowen wrote a letter to the team and invited forward Riley Sheehan to be her date at her special prom. To her surprise, he showed up. The dance was organized by the Wish Upon a Teen Foundation. The group helps youth battling life-threatening conditions. Bowen herself is battling an inoperable brain tumor. Sheehan said that he had butterflies before his big date.
Does that make you feel a little bit better?
A little bit.
Are you feeling a little less nervous now after meeting her?
Yeah, the ice is broken, so I think it's all good now. The strength behind, I think, her and her family, it's pretty special. We're going to have some fun. We're get out on the dance floor.
Oh, I love that Sheehan showed up. That's so awesome. Bowen says Sheehan helped give her one of the best nights of her life. What a great story.
What a good deed, and good for both of them, right?
Yeah, as Micah says, he just loves these stories because they're great stories that these famous people show up to help these
pro
kids
athletes do good things.
Who are sick, so it's great.
Yeah. All right, 5:16 the time, Thursday morning on WKYT. Glad you're with us. We have a whole lot more to tell you about this morning. Of course, we're staying on top of the situation where there is a missing airliner in the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah, we'll have that, plus a look at your money when we come back.
The ride-sharing service now allowing you to track your family members on the road, and how Whole Foods is becoming more affordable and where. I'm Kenneth Craig. I'll have those stories and more coming up in your CBS Money Watch report.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back into WKYT this morning. Glad you're along. It's 5:19 here on your Thursday. Whole Foods is becoming more affordable. Americans like their personal financial situations, it turns out.
And Uber is letting you track family members. Kenneth Craig has the latest on your money.
Americans are feeling better about their own personal financial situations than the economy as a whole this election season. That's according to a new poll by the Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs Research. Only 42% of adults feel the U.S. economy is good, compared to 2/3 who feel their own households are doing well. Whole Foods' new smaller and cheaper offshoot is ready to open its first location in Los Angeles next week. It's called 365 by Whole Foods and will feature products by Whole Foods' private label brand. As many as 10 new stores are expected to open next year. On Wall Street Wednesday, the Dow dropped 3 points, the Nasdaq climbed 23. Uber is rolling out a new feature allowing you to track your family members' car rides in real time. Trip Tracker connects to people riding under your family profile, letting you know when they've left, their route, and when they've arrived. That's your Money Watch report. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. In New York, I'm Kenneth Craig.
All right, thank you, Kenneth. And it is 5:21 on WKYT this morning. As you rise and shine, get ready for what looks to be a nice day ahead. We're going to enjoy that sunshine.
Sounds so nice, doesn't it? Sports is on its way. It's next.
Everybody had to wait about a month longer than they expected, but Marquise Bolden, allegedly, today is the day he will announce UK or Duke, the most heralded unsigned recruit in college basketball. But also, UK does lose a player yesterday. I'll give you the details next in sports.
Temperatures in the 40s this morning. It is a chilly start to the day, and there's a little fog out and about. Patchy fog, that's going to be the case, especially that I-64 corridor and southbound. That's where we received a bulk of that rain yesterday. So just keep in mind as you're walking out the door, it's going to be chilly, going to be a little foggy too. A cool start to the day, but watch as we go through your day. 73 degrees by the afternoon, extremely nice conditions, a lot of sunshine. So it looks good and it feels good later on today. And then the rain slides back on in here as we travel through tomorrow. All right, let's check out sports, see what's going on.
Charles Matthews, the 6'6" guard out of Chicago, is transferring from Kentucky. UK making that announcement yesterday, saying the freshman had been given his full release. Matthews did undergo a medical procedure on his hip this spring, but he was expected to be fine. No word yet as to where he might be heading. Matthews' announcement comes amid speculation as to where Texas big man Marquise Bolden will land. Bolden, the top unsigned prospect in America, is set to make his college choice known today at 2:30. Bolden is said to be down to Duke and UK. He told us at the McDonald's All-American game he believes he could fit in nicely with Kentucky's class.
The way they play, first of all, and the versatility they have, I mean, they have many players that can play multiple positions, so it makes it easy to play with them. Fox and Malik, they can both run the 1-2, and then playing with Sasha and Bam in the front court, I mean, that's a big-time help. I mean, with their aggressiveness with both of them players, I just like how versatile and how aggressive they are.
A decommitment for UK football. Defensive end James Hudson out of Toledo, Ohio, says he's reopening his recruitment. Hudson is a four-star player who goes 6'5", 280. He committed to the Cats last summer. Since then, he's drawn considerable interest, including an offer from Alabama. Hudson said on Twitter he will keep Kentucky high on his list, but he wants to enjoy the recruiting process. UK baseball hosts Missouri today in the final SEC series of the season. For the Cats, it's do or die time. They've got to get something going. UK desperately needs to win this series against the Tigers and maybe even sweep them to ensure an NCAA bid. The SEC tournament is next week, and winning there would certainly help as well. But for the seniors, they want to go out on a high note.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought about it, is the last chance to play in ball. So I definitely want to leave it all out on the field, and I think everyone wants to do the same. All the seniors, that Kyle and Beggs, they came back for their senior year to do this, so they definitely want to have that extra something special at the end of the season.
That's a look at sports. We'll see you at the Cliff later tonight. Have a great day.